Welcome back to another episode along this journey of the undervalued male. Today's episode, we will be discussing competence. Competence is key to a man's success and survival. The definition of competence is the ability to do something successfully or efficiently, the quality or state of having sufficient knowledge, judgment, skill, or strength. Are you competent? Let me ask you in another way. Are you competent or are you trusting? A competent man is a man of understanding. He understands what is going on in his life, what he is doing, and why. A trusting man doesn't have to understand or know why. He does what he is told and trusts the ones who tell him that they understand what is going on and why. Which one was pushed on you in your life? Which one is convenient for government, school, and church? Which one is better for business, family, and personal growth? Where do you think success lies? Behind understanding or trusting? Do you understand what's going on with the economy, or do you trust the media and elected officials? Do you understand your job and how things work, or do you just do what you are told and trust the system? Ever question the information you received and did your own research? Or did you take notes and blindly believe the information given? Also, with competence comes responsibility and accountability. With trusting, there's not. Let me say this in another way. With competence comes power. With trust comes subjugation. Competence leads to rulership. Trust leads to slavery. I'll tell you right now, trusting is easier and the preferred method of the masses. Trusting sounds better and feels better. There's no pressure on you. If things go wrong, it's their fault. You trusted them and they let you down. Does that sound like a leader? Does that sound like a person that should be excelling at life? Or does that sound more like a slave? A competent man doesn't trust anyone or anything. He takes responsibility and accountability for everything in his life. It sounds like a lot because it is. That's why his life is focused and small. When I say small, I'm saying little to no distractions and is not stretched thin in many different directions. He only has time and energy to focus on what he is doing, where he is going, and how he's getting there. See, there are two major secrets to competence. The first one is the less you focus on at a time, the more competent you will be. The second, you have to be selfish before you are selfless. I know these two secrets are the complete opposite of what you've been taught. But let's break down both so you can understand them. Focusing one at a time was single-handedly destroyed by school for you as a guy. Think of how great and beneficial school would have been if you only focused on what you excelled at. Crazy, right? But let's use my favorite example of a plumber. You're in a trade school to get your license to become a plumber. Society throws 100 different things at you. You should work for this company. You should own your own business. You need to invest in crypto. Date this girl, marry this kind of woman. Live in this neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. None of those are wrong or bad per se. But you know what you should do? Study and learn plumbing. That's it. Devote majority of your time and energy to that. That takes up most of who you are for the time being. Focus on getting your license and learning all you can on plumbing. When you do that, confidence in yourself grows. Remember, confidence is the byproduct of competence. The more competent, the more confidence. With both, it will be easier and better to land that first job in plumbing. When you get that job, it's rinse and repeat. You become the best at that job. Pour yourself into it because it is something you love and it is who you are. That in turn makes you more competent in that field, which promotion comes right after that. And then after that, rinse and repeat. Now you are a master at plumbing. With that, you start looking into starting your own business. By now, you can do plumbing in your sleep. So you can step out with confidence and begin the process of ownership. After ownership, you confidently learn about investing. By now, you have 3 skills at minimum under your belt, and you are competent at all of them because you focused one at a time. You know about the economy, the stock market, trades, new technology, laws, rules, etc. Just from focusing one at a time, from trade school to investing. And don't worry, you don't have to go looking for Mrs. Right. She'll find you. The second secret, being selfish before you're selfless, well, I was describing that the whole time. Notice how it was about you. You have to worry about you first. By building yourself up first, it only makes it better for the people around you. A competent man knows that everyone around him benefits from his greatness. Did the school not benefit from you being a good student? Did not your employer benefit from you being one of the best? Did not the customers benefit from your expertise? Did not the employees benefit from you hiring them? Does not your family benefit from your accomplishments? Yeah, I think they do and will. You have to focus and take care of you first. Because remember, nobody cares. If you fail or fall, there's no one to care and pick you back up. Life goes on. Family and friends will depart from you if you fall or fail. That's the world we live in today. Doesn't matter if it's sad, because it is definitely true. What else is also true is I guarantee somewhere along the way, you will fall and fail. That's why a man has to not only be competent, he has to be resilient. Can you or will you get back up after getting knocked down? That concludes this episode of The Undervalued Man. Next episode, we will be discussing resiliency. See you on the next journey.